To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2.
Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. This is your boy Mish back at it in full effect and about to give you the weekend roundup. Real quick though, shout out to my boy Anthony from Playa Dorada Beach in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Thank you for the t-shirt, big homie. Kalo K. Appreciate you, Brody. Getting into it. Big weekend in sports. Big weekend. A lot of preseason NFL action, along with the Big Three that was live here in Boston. Your boy did attend. We're going to get into that as well, along with some Major League Baseball news. UFC 305. Not the outcome I expected. I'm sure some people didn't expect it as well. And then we're going to go ahead and get into some news along with NBA action, I believe. Some NBA news, and we'll go ahead and finish it out with our suplex of the weekend. Let's get into it. The Big Three celebrity game, all-star game, championship game, live from Boston, Massachusetts. This past Sunday, it was a very, very phenomenal afternoon in the Garden, full of celebrities, dignitaries as well. A lot of action in and out throughout the Garden. I'm sorry for me to be the one to say it, but if you're a single man, Big Three game is where it's at. It was looking nice in there, nice and healthy. With that said, very, very good action in terms of the celebrity game. Funny as hell, man. That Gilly and Wallow, man. But Gilly's a straight trip, man. Gilly the kid. Shout out to Gilly. Gilly brought it, man. Gilly's a straight character. But in the Big Three celebrity game, we had the Professor. You know, the and1 legend. The Professor was in the building. I mean, him and Gilly going one-on-one was probably the highlight of the whole entire day. Essentially, one of the highlights of the whole entire day. Also, as I mentioned, Gilly and Waller was in the house. Ty Law was in the house along with Malcolm Butler. Yes, your boy was able to meet the legends and the champs. You know what I'm saying? Like I posted, you know, champ recognizes champ. That's what we are, Suplex Sports. You know what I'm saying? We was out there suplexing this weekend. All day, every day. Also, Anthony Anderson was in the building. Flo J. Johnson. She was out there doing her little thing as well. French Montana was there. Michael Blackson. Vernon Davis. Houston Rocket. NBA champion. VD was up in the building. Not like that. I'm sorry. I just used the initials, but don't think bad of me on that one. Also, Skilla Baby was in the building along with Ty Dolla $ign. Very, very entertaining game, all in all. Like I said, one of the main highlights was Professor and Gilly the Kid going one-on-one. Gilly's a character. Professor still got it. Gilly's out there shooting, man. Like if you got to see Gilly for yourself on the basketball floor, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I thought Gilly was. I slept on Gilly a little bit, man. But that lefty, he kind me of a little bit of a Isaiah Thomas, but just more filthy in a way, in a good way. My man Gil was doing his thing, man. And all in all, Gilly is now the 3-time Big Three celebrity game MVP. Shout out to Gil. Shout out to Wallow, man. Y'all cats, man. Y'all got it. Championship game was very, very entertaining. Three's Company versus the Boobiac. I thought Buviak was just going to run away with it. That's the way it looked. And then all of a sudden, man, Michael Beasley, man, he went ahead and put the team on his back, got them back in it. Game got close towards the end, and ultimately, the Buviak, coached by Gary Payton, they are your 2024 Big Three champions. Congratulations to the Buviak. My man Joe Green was in the building doing his thing as well. I said it just felt good. Excellent atmosphere for the afternoon. Perfectly good for friends and family and all the like. But if anybody's from the area, you already know it was a good day. Damn good day. UFC 305 live from Perth, Australia. A lot of Aussies in the building. Of course, the main Aussie that was on stage, had the spotlight on him, was my man Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya, and he fought my man DDP. And unfortunately, Israel Adesanya he got diamond cutted in the fourth round by submission by a nasty rear naked choke. Nasty rear naked choke, man. Didn't see it coming. Didn't expect it, man. It was a pretty good solid fight the whole entire way through. He got caught up. But for what it's worth, Driscus Duplessis, DDP, just gonna say his name, DDP, man, he's the real deal, man. His first time defense, man, he went out and took out the style bender, so we'll see what's next with Israel Adesanya. Other than that, the other fight, Kyle Khan France, he knocked out Steve Erget in the first round. Devastating knockout. I can honestly say, real devastating knockout. Damn good fight, can honestly say. I don't know if people be like, oh, damn good fight, he got knocked on the first round. Well, damn, it was just a real good knockout. Simple as that. Matsus Gamrot versus Dan Hooker. That was a third round decision. Pretty tight fight throughout, I can honestly say. I want to say the most controversial fight, I think, of the night was Tai Tuivasa versus Yarzinko Rozenstruik. I might have butchered it, man, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that fight went all 3 rounds. I think the controversy that came from that was essentially the judge, Howie Booth. He was relieved of his duties because Tuivasa, he was getting beat. He was getting beat all 3 rounds, man, and for some odd reason, this judge decided in his mind that Tuivasa won all 3 rounds, and that just wasn't the case. I mean, anybody could have seen that with the naked eye how things was going down on that. And ultimately, the UFC, they seen a problem with the judge. He got removed. Didn't do anything else for the rest of the night. That's the type of stuff I like to see. You identify the problem and you nip it in the bud immediately. You know what I'm saying? And going forward, I mean, that cat, you shouldn't have him doing any type of judging of a fight in which clearly with the naked eye the other dude was losing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand it was in Australia, whatever else have you, but come on, we're doing too much to move the needle. Seriously, on that one. Also, Carlos Prates beat Li Jingliang with a devastating TKO in the second round. I'm talking about he dropped him. He dropped him against the cage, and it was like a walk-off, like a home run. Like Aaron Judge. All rise, except he fell. That's how it went. It was night. I mean, to crack somebody and then walk off, that's big business. Big business. Shout out to Carlos Prates. That was a damn good knockout. Overall, UFC 305, pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. I mean, it's the live TV fight nights of UFC is which we got to be cautious about a little bit in terms of tuning in as we all fans. Not to say all fights are boring or anything like that, because of course when you get in the octagon, anything can potentially happen. And of course, you know, the different style matches up and things of this nature. But ultimately, 305 was pretty good. Unfortunately, from this bout, it being in Australia, vast majority of Australians lost. I mean, of course, your prized possession, Israel Adesanya, he got caught. He got yoked out, man. He dropped him, and you know, DDP is the real deal. So, but ultimately, I give 305 a solid A. Solid A. I mean, I wasn't disappointed at all. I just really like the fact that they seen an issue with the judge. They identified it, nipped it in the bud, boom, 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 get him up out of there. Nah, ain't no fixing no fights, bro. Like, come on, ain't no needle moving just because you behind the scorecard, homie. Let's get away from all that. Seriously. All right. The push for October has begun. It's begun after the All-Star break, but now things are starting to heat up. As we all know, Major League Baseball playoffs begin October 1st. And now this is where everything starts to come into fold. Starting jockeying for position in respective leagues. Some teams are, you know, not too far out of the wild card. Some cats are holding on strong. A lot of games left to go. Another month and a half of baseball, essentially. So virtually anything can happen. And we'll see what happens. But going forward, we'll get into it. Right now in the American League, we got the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees tied at 73-52. Yankees are, you know, they resurrected themselves from where they were. And in terms of coming back and catching Baltimore is a very big thing. So we'll see what type of momentum they got going forward. Also, Cleveland is 72-52, and Houston is 67-56. Those are the American League leaders. In terms of the wild card, we have Baltimore leading the wild card, along with the Yankees, the Minnesota Twins 70-54, Kansas City Royals 69-55, and simply the teams that are still jockeying for trying to get into those wild card positions. Boston is 3.5 games back. Seattle is 5.5 games back. Tampa 6.5 games back. Still right there. Still a lot of baseball to be played. Anything can happen. So we'll see how it shakes out in the AL. And if anything happens, if teams start dipping at the wrong time, because I don't think, you know, now is not the time for teams to be trying to dip in the MLB in terms of jockey position. Right now, the National League leaders is Philly at 73-51, the Dodgers 73-52, and the Milwaukee Brewers at 72-52. They all right there. Right behind them in the wild card, leading the wild card is San Diego at 70-55, Arizona 69-56, Atlanta record of 66-58. And right on the cusp of trying to jump into those wild card spots. New York Mets is 2 games back. San Francisco Giants is 4 games back. And the St. Louis Cardinals are 5 games back. So, month and a half, you know, National League is... For me, the National League is always the funniest league for me, man, because, you know, teams could be red hot, and then they just sputter ducked at the wrong moment. So we'll see if things can hold firm and stay steady. Me personally, I want to see what the Padres can do. A lot of hype over the Padres with the Padres last couple of seasons, so I would like to see them come together and see if they can get some things done. Make me a believer. You know, might have to get me a Padres Bogarts jersey. That might be on the horizon. Also over the weekend, The Major League Baseball Little League Classic was played in Williamsport. The one game out of the year where major leaguers can be kids again, playing on the hallowed Williamsport ground. And pretty cool moment just watching all the little kids, from the Little League, just watching their favorite players, their idols, go ahead and get it. Real special thing. I actually tuned in for a little bit. The New York Yankees, they fell in 10 innings to Detroit, 3-2. Walk-off went for the Tigers. Parker Meadows hit the go-ahead single and brought it on in for Detroit. But all in all, for the whole entire aura of it, I think it's really cool, really, really special that they do something like this once a year. Tip my hat to Major League Baseball in doing that. Especially for the players, a lot of players never got a chance to play Little League or always dreamed of playing Little League Baseball in Williamsport, never got that opportunity, and now as major leaguers, them getting that opportunity to do it, that's pretty cool. That's what's up. NFL preseason week 2. I'm just going to go through the scores real quick. Philly beat New England 14-13. The Saints lost to the Niners 16-10. Packers lost to the Broncos 27-2. I'm not reading into that, man. My man Jordan Love wasn't playing. It's preseason, folks. It's preseason. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves with scores. The Cowboys beat the Raiders 27-12. Jaguars beat the Bucks 20-7. Miami beat Washington 13-6. Rams beat the Chargers 13-9. Tennessee beat Seattle 16-15. Indy beat Arizona 21-13. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh. That was actually a pretty good game. I mean, I would like to say that was a good defensive matchup. Good defensive game all around between Buffalo and Pittsburgh. With the Bills winning 9-3. The Jets beat the Panthers 15-12. Minnesota beat the Browns 27-12. Detroit beat KC 24-23. Giants lost to Houston 28-10. Chicago beat Cincy 27-3. And Baltimore beat Atlanta 13-12. Quick takeaways from some of the games. Takeaways from the New England Patriots Philly game. The Patriots offensive line is trash. Somebody's going to get hurt. And I don't know how you essentially go a whole entire offseason or last maybe 2 seasons without addressing the left tackle situation. And it don't look good. I'm just saying it don't look good. Not with these eyes, and I'm sure with a lot of other people's eyes as well. Meaning that if you're on defense, you can just pin your ears back and go for it. It's just preseason. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing so far. As I said, Brandon Ayuk ain't going nowhere. So, as you know, him and 49 has been going at it with this whole entire contract. It looks like something is potentially close to getting done. So says the rumors. After this whole entire summer of what is he going to do and is he going to be traded and X, Y, and Z and the hoopla. I already said, man, he ain't going nowhere. And for what it's worth, he's better off not going anywhere. So, Ayuk is going to stay in the San Fran. So that should be good, especially in terms of fantasy going forward, who people had huge question marks as to what was happening. Also, from that Broncos game, Bo Nix looked real good. I believe Stidham could potentially be the starter going into the year, but Bo Nix did look good. He showed some cats something. Also, Jaden Daniels, surprise, he's going to be the number 1 starter for Washington. We all seen that coming. I mean, number 1 overall pick, of course he's starting. He ain't sitting. Let me see. Oh, Indy has a sneaky good defense. The Colts have a sneaky good defense. And we've seen glimpses of it last season, even with Zaire Franklin and them. they got a sneaky good defense, man. I would say that this season Indy could potentially be a top 10 defense, honestly. Despite what stats may say, your eyes. Sometimes your eyes gotta is your stats. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to fantasy, I know cats want to start getting the ADPs and this, that, and the third. Sometimes you gotta start reading the game with your eyes to really see what's going on and what's being produced. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me on that one, but you already know what I'm saying. Evidently. Looks like Justin Fields may be the starter. Russell Wilson didn't look that good. He didn't look that good in the preseason game. With one more preseason game left to go, we'll see if he'll pick it up a notch. I don't know. But right now, it looks like Fields is running away with it, at least in my eyes. But we'll see what happens within the next week or so. Also, Deontay Foreman, he came back and played. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple of weeks ago he left on a stretcher. They said he got helicoptered to a hospital, tested things for his neck. He came back. That's a good sign. Played a few, some snaps. Good, real good sign going into the season because that's a running back you're gonna need to get it going for Cleveland. Essentially, with Chubb still being out, we're just waiting for Chubb to be essentially cleared. You know what I mean? So with that, we'll see what happens. Take it gradually, one step at a time. But going into it, but that's a good sign. Him back on the field. Takeaway from Kansas City. Mahomes and Xavier Worthy. That could be a deadly tandem. You know what I'm saying? And I know Hollywood Brown is out for a little bit or whatever else have you, but look for Xavier Worthy to step up. And I'm seeing the connection. I'm seeing the rhythm. I'm seeing how things goes. If he gets implemented into that offense, the Chiefs is still where it's at, man. You gotta to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. And Pat Mahomes, they got that man some help. So, and the help that he thought he needed, and this could put him over the top. Honestly, I think a healthy Chiefs team. I think they poised to do it again, man. No questions asked. And you already know that their defense is probably top 5, 6. Well, one of the top 10 defenses in the league. Arguably top 5. Yeah, but Chiefs look good. Also, Daniel Jones, fresh off the contract and injury, 2 picks. 2 picks. Understand this preseason. We'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt. Can't give him the benefit of the doubt, so we'll see what Daniel Jones brings to the table, man, come the season. I mean, he's got an excellent weapon in Malik Neighbors as well, so, I mean, once they get going, I think things will be pretty good. I think Danny still got some rust on him. I think he needs to get some more reps, shake that rust off, and see where he goes from there. I do like what Daniel Jones brings to the table, man, but, I mean, ultimately, it's up on Danny Dimes to get it done. And also, my final take from this, looking at preseason football over the weekend, Caleb Williams. Yeah, he's legit. And I think going forward, I might try to get him on my fantasy team, honestly, man, from what I see. There's a lot going on now. And we're gonna discuss some other things going forward. Also, there was this. I've seen some of the NFL players were, I guess, talking about getting into flag football in the 2020 Olympics. I mean, I don't know if some NFL players want to risk that type of an injury. Granted, it's not full contact, but twist and turn, little divot, ankle sprain, ACL, MCL, things like that under big contracts. I mean, I don't know they really want to go ahead and get into it. I'm sure some dudes, wouldn't mind. I think it would be pretty cool. Or maybe some former NFL players or something like that. But one of the players on the United States flag football team, Darnell Doucette, says that anybody who comes and tries out for the flag football team has to earn it. And yeah, I agree. You have to go out and earn your spot. I mean, you just can't get into something else off name alone. You do have to practice. You do have to prepare. And make sure you don't accidentally close somebody out there because you're thinking hit. I think that was my problem with flag football. I just didn't like it. I just need to hit somebody, whatever else have you. All right, moving on. NBA. The season, honestly, right now, we're a little under a month away from training camp opening in the NBA. Just that fast. We're right back at it. With that said, Christmas Day games have already been announced. There's going to be 5 games on Christmas, starting off with the San Antonio Spurs versus New York Knicks. We'll be at 12 noon. Minnesota versus Dallas at 2:30. Philly and Boston at 5. Lakers and Golden State at 8:30. And Denver versus Phoenix at 10:30. That's going to be cool. I like that. Pre-plan your Christmas Day around your NBA games. Of course, there should be some football on as well. But pre-plan your day around NBA games. Matter of fact, do you think football? Maybe not. But nonetheless, pre-plan your. I like to get the stuff out the way early. The food, boom, 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 and then just chill, sit back, kick back, watch some games, and enjoy a couple of sandwiches. Leftovers, as we all say. Also, Martin Luther King games. Dallas versus Charlotte, 12 noon. Minnesota, Memphis at 2:30. And Boston versus Golden State at 5. That Boston Golden State game is... We're going to see how that all plays out. Everybody's talking about... everybody around here is talking about, revenge for Tatum not being utilized in the Olympics the right way. But, we'll see how that goes. I'm over that. They got to go. I think other people should just let it go. Also, opening night. Opening night NBA will be October 22nd. Final year on TNT. Final year with the best pregame, halftime, and postgame show in the NBA with Kenny, Chuck, Shaq, and Charles. Final year, man. Final year. So opening night, New York Knicks and Boston. That game will be at 7:30, followed by Minnesota versus the Lakers. That's going to be pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of good games. A lot of guys have switched teams. Also, Gershon Yabusele, the dancing bear, the man who yoked on LeBron in the Olympics, former Boston Celtic, has signed a 1-year, $2.1 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. They got themselves a beast. We'll see if what he did in the Olympics translate back into the NBA. He's been out the NBA for about a year or so. Did pretty well to show off his talent for Team France this past Olympics, and now he's being rewarded with the 1-year deal with the 76ers. We'll see what he brings to the table for him. Also, Joe Harris retires after 10 seasons, played with the Nets, Cavs, and Pistons. I salute Joe. Did your thing, put in your 10. Enjoy retirement, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with it, my man. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Also, after 6 years, Shams Charania, the Shams, one of the best insiders in the NBA, is leaving the Athletic. Shams, you are more than welcome to join the Suplex Sports Podcast, my brother. Have a vision. Shams and Mish. Mish and Shams. I can see it now. Shams, holla at me, baby. Suplex Sports. We got a spot for you. I don't know if I got funded, but other than that, you my man. You my man, Shams. Congratulations to you, brother, on your future endeavors and whatever you decide to do. I'm pretty sure that we will see you on a show, channel, network sometime soon, man, because you're just that good, brother. Do your thing. Also, to round it off, there was a really nice picture that was taken as both friends growing up in St. Louis. Florida Panthers Keith Kachuk and Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum both threw out the first pitch together in St. Louis. Childhood bond. They're both champions this year in their own right. I salute to both you dudes, man. That was pretty cool. As you all recreated your all special moment of chilling on the school bus, it seems. That's cool. That's real cool. For friends to do it, be a champion in two respective sports, same year, I don't think it gets no better than that, man. It means y'all can just go outside, chill with the kids, man, and just reflect and just hold out y'all rings. That's what's up. I like that. That's cool. All right, folks. We're going to need you all to please share, like, and subscribe here to the Suplex Sports Podcast. It's your boy Mish, and I'm about to hit you with the suplex of the weekend. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. As you know, we're going to go ahead and start off with that good suplex. Gilly. Money Gill did his thing for his third MVP at the Big Three this past weekend, man. Gilly, the left-handed specialist, pulled out his razzle-dazzle, showed off his range from the three. I mean, he ain't no slouch, man. Gilly's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. Philly. Shout out to Philly on that one, man. Wallow. Shout out to Wallow. $1 million worth of game. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Shout out to the Gil. And got a bad suplex, you know what I'm saying? Worst thing I heard this weekend, man, was former NFL player Gazder Sharilis. On the plane, Delta Airlines plane headed for Ireland. Early in the morning, this dude's pissy drunk. And I do mean pissy literally because this dude pissed on a passenger. It hit another passenger because he's sitting out there pissy drunk early in the morning. Like, bro, come on, you serious, man? Come on. Surely as he played about 8 seasons in the NFL. Played with the Bucks as well. Just awful, man. You being suplex, man. Like, dog, how embarrassing are you, bro? To sit there, big 6'7" ass dude on a flight, sitting there pissing on somebody in the chair. Like, come on, man. Now I've had pretty drunken nights, man, but at least I've taken the right approach and picked the bush, or just lifted up the toilet seat, or sometimes so drunk you forget to lift up the toilet seat, and then you have to clean it the next day. Stuff like that, man. But on an airplane, bro, you just gonna piss on somebody? Come on, man. Man, you've been suplex, bro. You've been suplex, man. Oh, man. Of course, we're gonna go ahead. Piss. Squirt. I'm going to piss. Oh, come on, man, bro. That's too much, man. Share, like, subscribe, folks. This is Suplex Sports Podcast. This is the weekend roundup. This is your boy Mish. Please share, like, subscribe, holla at us on our Instagram, as well as the TikTok as well. We're ticking and talking and ticking. So says bro. As well as Facebook. Hit us up with any type of comments or questions you like. We are here for it. We'll answer accordingly. Suplex Sports. We out.